Hello and welcome to Global Podcast. My name is Corin Horan, and we're here to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world of global conflict. It's a Battlefield community playing on PC every week. You can go ahead and visit us at global-conflict.org to get a little bit more information. With me today, we have Gwinzer.
Hello there.
We got Undertow.
Hello, everyone.
Insanity Rocks.
Hey, everyone.
And the amazing Snookfingers.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, or whatever day it is.
Whatever time it is where you're at. I guess to kick things off, Gwinzer, you want to kind of talk about the officer draft and what's going on with that here?
Yeah, alright guys. Basically what we've got now in the run-up to our Battlefield 4 Campaign 1 is we've got our high commands and our army set up, which we discussed last week. Now we're kind of looking for people who want to be officers from any level, captaincy, leading a division, lieutenant, assisting the captain in leading the division, or just squad leader level, being a regular squad leader for that army. We are pretty much taking, well, we want everyone who is even remotely interested to fill in the form. You can find the form on any of our forums, just it'll be the top thread because it's a global announcement. If you're interested in any way, just chuck your name in and you'll be considered when it comes to the draft. The draft ends on October 11 at SBT, but that means that's when the discussion happens for which officers get put to which army. So I'd recommend putting your application in for maybe Friday by SBT, and yeah, you should be contacted by one of the high commands probably by Sunday, the following Sunday, the 12th.
You're in the high command, correct?
Yes, I'm in the high command for the Soviet army, who will win the campaign.
Any words of recruiting out there? Are you allowed to do that right now? No?
Well, let them plug.
We are basically just taking in anyone. I mean, we're not too bothered on who's going to be. We want everyone, ideally with everyone within global conflict, to apply. For those people outside of global conflict who are maybe interested in the community, I wouldn't recommend applying for your captaincy or lieutenant positions, but if you're interested in squad leading, this is the form that lets us know. Even if you're totally new to the game and just want some practice, maybe you want to do just once or twice, that's the form to fill in, and we will take note of it when we're doing the regular draft.
Exactly. I think. Go ahead, Snick.
Well, I just wanted to say, because I'm brand new, and that's a good point that you make if they want a squad lead, because when I first came in, I kind of thought that was going to be really hard. But the cool thing is everybody in global conflict that are in the higher command will actually teach you how to do everything. So even if you're just interested in it, they make it pretty easy to do. So I definitely would encourage anybody that's interested to do it, because it's nice to take a break when you're squad leading all day and have someone step up and you can kind of relax. So if you want a squad lead, I think you definitely should, even if you are new. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, the perfect example of that is Gonzo, who's in a high command now. 3 campaigns ago, he was kind of scared about squad leading, and then now look at him, right? It's perfect, guys. If you're scared, don't be scared. Just sign up, be a squad leader, and yeah, man, get her done. Insanity, you have an announcement to make, I'm told.
I do. So, Global Conflict has a Twitch TV channel. That's twitch.tv/Global Conflict. And we actually have a set of streamers that we're going to be rotating through so that you can watch some Battlefield BF4 play. So I definitely, encourage everyone to take a look at the channel. And that way you can watch the BF4 gameplay if you're not even able to participate.
If one of us wanted to, part of the community, get in to be able to stream on that, is that possible?
That is possible. You need to PM Fields and ask for the Twitch TV information for streaming. Right now we don't have a set schedule, so I do suggest that when you're online, that you sort of ask around to see who else is possibly streaming, so that way we don't blow up the internet.
I guess, and the link will be www.twitchtv.com/global conflict to get to that Twitch. And then there's also another announcement you have too, Insanity, I believe.
Oh my goodness, yes, you keep bothering me. So I am, I guess, happy to announce that I'm the new editor-in-chief for the Global Conflict Weekly.
Whoop whoop.
And some of the changes that I'm going to institute are to kind of move away from the long form article on a regular basis, primarily because of Blood Raptor. During C5, he wrote some war diary entries that were awesome. And I really want to promote that and promote it in the sense that any soldier, well, quote unquote, any soldier can write and submit their entries, and that way they're in charge of their own fiction. They're in charge of their own story. They can be the hero that saves the day. And also, I want to add some more graphics to the GCW. And sort of, I know I can't do a faithful rendition, but I want to do sort of like a comic book format or a graphic novel format.
That sounds really cool, man.
And then that way, it's like, it's, that way I'm not in charge of doing all the writing. I can hand that off and have folks submit their writings.
Speaking of that, is there like another way, or have you selected the group of people you're going to have for that, or can fellow GCers get in on the action and write their own novels?
Yes, I'm in the process of putting together a recruiting announcement, but it's going to be open to anyone participating in the campaign. I do have some staff, and I'm trying to get that formalized. We've got a few people that are MIA, so I want to get sort of the War Correspondence Committee cleaned up. But this way, I'm hoping you don't need to become part of the committee. You just need to be in the campaign on either side of the army, and then you could submit your war diary entries. Now, as editor-in-chief, I reserve the right to edit and or and or not publish as I see fit.
That's awesome, man. It sounds like we thanked you last podcast for doing all this shit stuff. And I'm gonna thank you again, man. You're like pushing Global Conflict to have more of a streamlined media outlet, and that's straight like with this podcast, with the kind of graphic novels that you were just telling us about, and just making it really accessible for everyone. And like talking to a couple people, a lot of people just don't have maybe the time to see these announcements when they're on the forums. When you miss the front page for like a day, and you're like, well, what the hell's
Right.
going on? So again, man, thank you so much for doing this. It's going to be pretty sweet. I
Well,
guess.
it's actually for kind of a selfish reason, because this is my third campaign. Will be my third campaign for Global Conflict, and I put my hat in for the officer draft. So I'm hoping that I get selected, and I have a feeling that that's going to take a lot of my time. So I'm definitely trying to streamline my other participations.
You son of a. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that sounds awesome. Yeah. I think going into the graphic novels, coming away from that, we want to get into what we're actually going to be writing about in those graphic novels and stuff like that, which is Battlefield 4. The beta came out for those of us who had premium on the 1st of October. I know I was there at midnight with Snook. We were already figuring out what servers we were going to get into at like 11:59 when they were released. You guys want to get into talking about it now a little bit? Maybe just a little bit. Yeah?
Let's do it.
Snook, what were your first impressions of the game when you just booted it up right away and you're like, what was the first thing that popped in your head, man?
Honestly, at first, I was kind of like, well, I've watched so much of this on YouTube that I'm not really enthralled, And then I kind of just started playing it like I would play any other Battlefield. And to be honest with you, I had so much fun just playing and actually being able to talk. The VoIP is my favorite part. I know I'm crazy, but
Yeah.
I think the VoIP is the best thing. We've met new people that want to play in Global Conflict through that.
Yeah, exactly, man.
People that are new to it are like, oh, it's so cool. I can talk to you. I can ask you this, and people are learning how to play the game instead of having so many random people like off doing stupid things. It's actually more of a team game. So I've enjoyed that aspect of it. I mean, it's a beta, so I don't really look into it too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that you and I have played quite a bit here in the past couple days, and for me, I just keep on making fun of the people who are saying how can they release this beta, but in terms of like I'm in the same page, man. I really like I remember I couldn't stop saying over and over again, oh dude, I'm so impressed with this game. Like I don't know, I had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah,
And
it's enjoyable, man.
sorry, my
It's
cat
definitely-
just walked on my keyboard. It's definitely enjoyable. Grinzer, what did you think in the limited time? I know you haven't been able to play it as much as you wanted to so far, but what were your first impressions?
Well, me, I've only had the chance to play maybe 4 rounds of the game, and my initial impressions were what I imagine most people were: is I wish this bloody game would work. But
Really?
after that, just playing, once I finally got the game running, it was, I mean, it was fun. I'm one of these people who I know I'm going to be playing the game when it comes out, and I've not really been interested in all the like kind of leading up to videos and stuff and all this stuff out of E3 or any of that rubbish. I just kind of play for fun and drop in whenever I can. I'm very much a casual player when it comes to Battlefield. But from what I have played, it's been really quite fun. It's felt very dynamic, and I've loved all the little things, like being able to interact with the environment on certain levels. Things like just closing the shutters on that one little flag under the base, or raising those, climbing up the skyscraper through the elevators. So many little things like that on just the one level. I can't wait to see what the rest of the game is going to have.
Yeah, and I think those little changes that have come from Battlefield 3 are gonna impact GC in a huge way. Like the biggest thing is obviously Flummy's favorite word, levolution, and that tower falling down. Like how that if it, like I was thinking a lot about it, and I was saying, well, could we implement like the tower doesn't come back because isn't allowed to come down after X amount of tickets, or you have to have a squad. You have to think about like holding. Is it worth it to hold that thing for how long and all that kind of thing. I think like for me, I thought right away like the first thing I did was bring down the tower, right? And it was just cool. I just had a lot of fun with it, and yeah, I just hope more people are kind of in the same regard to you and Snook, and kind of been like, let's wait till the real game comes out before I'm worried about my performance. Undertow, did you get a good chance to play the game and get a good impression of BF4?
Yeah, maybe today was like the first day I was able to put some decent hours to it. And what you said about Levolution, what I was thinking a couple of hours ago was with all the buildings in this map in particular, I'm really eager to see how we implement strategies in GC. Because for this map, you can do a lot of stuff. You can take many different routes, paradropping from the scout chopper, going on the roofs or not going on the roofs. And I actually played around where the building came down at all. So I think you can do a lot of stuff, and definitely it will change how we play Global Conflict.
Snook, you said you had a point there, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, the map's not going to change any between the beta. I mean, maybe a couple things like glitches here, not being able to get out of the water, stuff like that. But the tactics behind the map are probably going to be pretty similar. And I started thinking about that. It's really easy to hold the top of C, and in the right hands, man, between having tanks on that side and the PLDs, which are ridiculously overpowered with
Yeah.
an RPG,
Well,
especially.
RPGs, man.
We'll see how ECM counters that. But and then as far as not just being able to hit a close helicopter with an RPG, much easier on this one, I feel. So with a lot of good players, protecting that and keeping that up might actually be a tactic in itself, where that might be what you're focusing on, because you have such advantage. You can pair drop onto the 2 other points from there. It's just ridiculous, the tactics that you could get involved with a map that's it has so much height. It's crazy. It's gonna be fun in Global
It's gonna
Conflict.
be so much fun. Like, remember before the only way to get to like a building was climbing a fucking ladder, which took an hour, or getting dropped off by the chopper. Now you have like a cheap little elevator that just transports you there. Just completely changes. You can just go up the elevator, get on the roof of D, and boom. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm really excited for GC and that whole thing. And that Insanity. Did you get a chance to play the game at all?
Yeah, just a little bit, and hopefully after we get done here, I'll spend some more time with it. One of the things that I want to take a look at tonight is making paths through buildings. Because while BF3 you could destroy a lot of things, I'm wondering how much more we can destroy and make our own routes, which is also going to affect strategy and tactics.
Yeah, I mean, like, just off the top of my head, like, you can take a tank, like on Bravo, up top, you can take a tank through the walls, and then you just completely destroy all those storefronts, and it completely destroys all the cover for all the infantry there. I mean, you do that, it takes like 1 second on your way to Charlie, pretty much, in a tank, and then it's a lot harder for infantry to stay there. Like you said, man, it's going to be really, really, really cool and interesting, and I think, gonna have to, FCs are going to be challenged, man, because they're gonna have to be, reacting a lot quicker and all those sorts of things. One thing I want to say though to anybody listening to this, if you've had any problems with the beta, and you're like thinking your rig isn't gonna hold up, just wait, man. Just hold on for like a month. Wait to see they release the actual. Wait till NVIDIA, especially if you have a NVIDIA card. Wait till the NVIDIA drivers are actually like optimized for the game, and don't freak out, because you're gonna be okay. Like, don't think you have to buy a new rig and that kind of thing.
It is
yeah.
beta after all.
Exactly, and that's the thing we have to consider is as cool as it is, I've pretty much honestly had no criticism, just because everything bad that happens, maybe it's a negative thing. Everything bad that happens, I say it's a beta. They'll fix it, hopefully. So yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So I guess.
Wait,
that-
wait. Hold
yeah?
on. You're telling me I need to cancel my dual 780 SLIs that I just ordered from Newegg?
Don't cancel it. Just
No, no.
don't
Oh,
need it.
okay. Oh, I
You'll
thought
buy
you-
them and
oh,
then
okay.
and then sell your graphics card to someone in GC for free or for like nothing, man. You can afford
I'm
it, right?
not buying. I'm not buying 780s.
Why would you, son of a bitch?
So
Get
who
my
likes the
hopes up.
jet skis?
They're hard to control, man.
Let
Maybe-
go of the turbo.
I can't, man. I can't. I'm like ultimate turbo, even without the turbo. It's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
fun.
what I found too.
They're fun to
Has-
spin out.
Has anybody gotten into the jet ski on jet ski fight yet?
No, you just like
Oh,
ram each
it's-
other.
No. I had someone on the back of my jet ski, and I started chasing a guy who didn't have someone on the back of his jet ski, and the guy didn't kill him, but still, he was shooting at him. It was pretty fun.
That's where Parcel Storm is gonna be. That map, for those of you who don't know, is like the water map that has all the boats. It's gonna be so much fun. Mainly because that boat is so overpowered that I want to see two of those boats go at it. It's gonna be so much fun. And then having the jet ski on the top. I don't know. There's so many different aspects of this game. I know we just want to talk a little bit about it, but I could ramble about this game and the cool things about it for so long. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna be it for us here in terms of this cast. Like I said at the beginning, please check us out if you're not a part of the GC community. Go over to global-conflict.org. I want to thank Windsor, Undertow, Insanity, Snookfingers, and Mr. Blue in the background for joining us. Get your hands on the game, guys. Go play it. Let us know what you thought of this cast in the thread, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming.